Okay, guys, this one is the institutional indicator. Now, the first thing we should say here is we can never truly know whether institutions are buying or selling. It's it's not possible to know. However, there are key things that they do which can give it away. So, this indicator is actually really complex. It's very effective, but we can never ever truly know. But there are things in the way that institutions behave with the volume of money that they're using, the way that they're doing liquidity grabs, basically, hunting for stops, absorption, high volume, low movement, the buying delta, so buying versus selling pressure, the divergences like hidden divergences, smart money disagreeing with price, things like that. So, look, this is actually really, really complicated indicator. Um, Very, very effective indicator. But as said, we never truly know what they are doing. It's not possible. It also doesn't mean that they're on the correct side of the trade either. It doesn't mean that. So, look, down the bottom here, we obviously have the volume bars for them, and we also have potential buying here. So when it's a green candle as well as a green background, that is very high potential that they're buying. Whereas this green solid is still a high potential. Whereas this green one here is we think they are. And these shaded reds, we think they're selling. These reds, they're selling. And as you can see, that was a definitive top there where they're selling into retail. Let's go check out a couple of stocks. I'm just going to pick socks. Let's go down to say a 5-minute time frame, and let's see what's happening. So, look, we've got a confirmed buying here on this red candle, and look, that's a bottom. Goes back up, obviously. Let's go back here. Not much action here. Some potential selling here. Potential selling here. Potential buying here for whatever reason. They got bullish. Let's go over here a bit. Yeah, look, buying here at a bottom. Obviously, would have been nice to get this bottom, but hey, it didn't indicate that they were buying there. It indicated they were buying here, and that would be nice to catch that move. And then look, they're selling here and here. Let's keep going. Look here, they're buying on this downtrend. So they haven't caught all the way down to the bottom, but hey, they got a little more potential buying here. And then when we get up here, look, they're starting to sell into you. So it does give you pretty good information based on the price action on what they're doing. Very effective, but to be used with other information. Never just go on it by itself and, think that everything's all good. Look here, we've got some buying action down the bottom. So again, averaging in, I guess, from this one here, and then some heavier buying. You can see the volumes picked up more there, indicating a good, strong bottom. So if you were getting into this one as well, obviously you would have done fine. And then obviously here, starting to distribute back into you. Up here on this uptrend, continuing to sell into you, but the volume is declining. But hey, maybe they got out over here. I don't know. We never know. Here, we've got some indications of buying, and look, the stock did go back up. Here, decent buying volume here. And look, they're starting to sell into you here. And obviously over here, they're selling into you. Good information to have combined with other information. There is some settings that you can adjust in terms of analysis period, time frame. Look, you can go through this yourself, muck around with it, see what you feel is the most effective. I will say this: different timeframes, different stocks. You may have to adjust it. The settings that are in there by default, I feel, were most accurate and should work on most things. But obviously, it is adjustable. It's very, very effective as long as you know how to use it properly. Very effective tool. All right. Thank you.